schönen Freitagabend und herzlich willkommen zum Vision Day. A happy welcome also to all the English-speaking people. If you'd like to follow the event in English, please use the globe icon in the lower right corner and select English as your language. Schön, dass du da bist. Wir sind hier übrigens per Du. Ich hoffe, das ist okay für dich. Mein Name ist Claudia Ecker und gemeinsam mit verschiedenen erfolgreichen Persönlichkeiten werden wir dir in den nächsten gut 60
wonderful personalities tonight. We will present a unique business opportunity to you tonight that has changed the life of many, many people for the best already, and we are sure it can change your life as well. It's important that every one of you has their own why, their own reason to be here tonight. It's important that you have fun, no matter where you are in the world. It will be a possibility that will help you earn income, make income, earn money, no matter where you are. And maybe you are already an entrepreneur and you would like to have some additional income. Maybe you would like to build up passive sources of income so that the income flows in even when you don't do anything. And it really doesn't matter where you come from, where you are right now. You are really welcome at this event. And we hope that we will show you a way to cross your limits tonight. I would like to advise that you stay focused tonight, that you stay concentrated, that you have something to write with as well, that maybe you have a notebook and a pen, so that you take notes of the important things that you will hear about today. Let me introduce our first speaker tonight. His name is Rolf Kipp, and he's been in our business for over 26 years. He has built up over 3 million business partners. He is one of the most successful businessmen, not only in our company, but in our whole industry. He's a family husband, a family father and a husband. So now he will take over the online stage, and please welcome with me, Rolf Kipp. Good evening, everyone. Please, maybe you can nod your head if you can hear me. Give me a sign that you can hear me well. Yes, okay. What you see on this slide, it has not always been this way. I come from a modest family. I come from modest surroundings, and one day I wanted to change something in my life. And of course, I wanted certain things for myself. I wanted some more freedom for myself and for my family. And a friend spoke with me, and he told me, he asked me, where would you want to be in 5 years, Rolf? Where would you be? And where would you be in 5 years if you continue doing what you're doing right now? And then I went to the company where I was employed in the sporting goods industry, and I asked, so what awaits me in 5 years? What are my perspectives for growth? What is my horizon? And basically, I realized that not much would change in 5 years if I continue doing the same thing. So I was facing a decision, and it was not easy. What did I want? What did I really want? I wanted to do something meaningful. I wanted to earn money. I wanted to have fun. But I also wanted to have enough time to live, to enjoy life. Somehow things that all of us want. And it took me 4 years to continue searching, and then until I found the possibility that I finally took. So I would like to congratulate you on being here tonight. On being here, you're really lucky that you will have this opportunity to listen to what we have to tell you. and it really has the potential to change your life. And yeah, it's something that can also accompany you your whole life and be a part of of your life. Uh, Tonight we have, it's the 10th of June, so this date really has the potential to become really special in your life and really mark a new step for you. So a couple of words about the company. This is the company where people like you and me finally can safely reach their goals safely and securely. This is a place where you can really realize your goals. This is the place for you to reach your dreams. And this is really the place and the moment when your dreams can become reality. Which means breaking out of the rat race, finally be free. And this is what we will be talking about during the next hour. And I also want you to take the time during this hour for yourself and to really think during this hour about, are you really living the life you would like to live the way you want to live it? Because possibly if the answer is no, then it's possible that you will also have to face a decision and to decide what is the life that you would like to live. And let me tell you, this is one of my houses. And right now I'm on a sunny island of Mallorca. And this is what I wanted. And you need to know what you want, where your journey needs to lead you. You need to know what car would you like to drive, where you would like to live, what your children deserve and would get, and where would you like to spend the majority of your time. And it's really about yes, having more time for yourself, for your family, more time for your hobbies. You see me on this picture with my two kids, and maybe this is what you want as well. Maybe bringing them to school in the morning, picking them up after classes. Um, Basically, being able to stay, being able to use the time and the moment when it's nicest, instead of having to go, having to leave because you have to. Having this freedom is what it's all about. I am guessing that you might have just returned from your workplace tonight. And I was sitting at a table in my house with my family, and I was working on my phone. And this is the nicest thing ever. You don't need anything except for an internet connection and your phone to do your work, and you can do it from anywhere. And almost, it sounds maybe too good to be true, but this is just the beginning. Because for us, this is our everyday reality. Because maybe you would prefer to be in Germany or Switzerland or Austria in the summer, but maybe in the winter you would like to leave and you would like to go to a sunnier place. And our infrastructure and our business is developed in over 160 countries worldwide, so that means that you would be able to do that. Now let's talk about your motivation to change something. Maybe you, just like me, enjoy traveling, and maybe you've always dreamed of traveling the world. Maybe you would like to see amazing, wonderful places, and you would like to build your own business without any additional costs, without any staff or any other costs, being able to do it while you travel. Maybe you would like to take better care of your health. Maybe you would like to build up your best health and get into the best shape of your life. Maybe you are interested in secure pension through passive income and secure retirement. Because as I mentioned, passive income is flowing in when you are no longer actively working. And as we know, a typical German or Austrian person, they start planning and thinking about their retirement when they are 50, which is way too late, usually. And maybe you would like to change your lifestyle. Maybe you would like to live differently. Maybe you would like to break out of your routine, and maybe you would like to eat nicer things and be surrounded by nicer things. Maybe you would like to elevate your lifestyle overall, and that, of course, is also possible with us. And the last one is financial freedom. We know that more than half of relationships and marriages, they break apart, they grow apart because of financial difficulties and inequalities. And as I told you, with the financial independence can be reached through passive income because it's flowing even if you're no longer actively working. So now I'd like to come back for a moment to my own personal story. I started learning about this whole concept and I decided to look into it deeper, and I wanted a radical change. I wanted a serious change in my life. And I wanted to have bigger opportunities. I wanted to be able to offer more. And I wanted to give the most perfect education for my children, the best possible education. And I wanted to have a secure retirement, well secured retirement, abundant retirement. So these were my goals, and what I did is I gave some trust to this system, to this business model, and I just decided for myself that I will give it a chance, and I will listen to those who are successful in this business. And I would like to now show you how my own personal income changed over the years and how my life changed accordingly. I suppose it's not really necessary to mention that. And this here you see my own income development in the first 8 years. And of course, just think about it. This is, of course, not a guarantee that this exact skill will work for you, but just imagine how worth it was for me to make this decision and to work really hard for it. And just think about how, if you had the same financial possibilities, how much your life would change for the better. So if you answer with yes, if your answer is yes to this, then please listen carefully and pay attention in the next 3 parts of this event. And you will learn how you can change your life and how you can also have a change of this scale in your own life. So I wish you to enjoy the next 50 minutes, and I'm giving the word back to my colleagues, and my colleagues will tell you about how exactly you can start. Thank you very much for your attention, and yes, we wish you a successful Vision Day. Thank you, Rolf. I am always excited and new every time I hear your story. And I think about the first time when I saw this presentation and when I heard about this opportunity, I also didn't quite believe that all of this is possible. And the only thing one thing I knew is that this could be my ticket to freedom. This could be it for me. This could be my way towards freedom. And once, as I was working, one day I asked myself, is this it for me? Is this everything? And what I really wanted is, of course, to determine myself the way everyday how it goes, how every day of my life goes, and what happens and what I do. So now let's talk about the company behind this opportunity, and how it makes it possible. And this question will be answered by our next speaker, Dominique Kip. She's 34 years old and the mother of 2 wonderful children. She has been successful with our business for over 14 years. Before she started, she was really overworked and really tired of the way how work had negative effects on her health, and she also wanted a change. So now let's invite her to our virtual stage, and she will tell us herself about this. Yes, thank you very much. Welcome, everyone. You've heard a couple of things from my husband just before, but the one thing that I want to tell you is that you decide. The decision is yours. Here, you have the opportunity to take the steering wheel into your hands and to take control of your life. And I'm excited to present this company and this opportunity to you. A couple of words about me. I come from a family business. So our family has had a car business. And ever since I was a little child, it was clear that I would be in this part of this family business. And I always wanted to be my own boss. And the traditional self-employment is something that I imagined actually to be really different. So I imagined it to be really different. What it meant for me is that you are alone and you are working all the time. You are it's yourself, and you're working all the time. So in our family company, it was all about our family business, and I gave it my all. I gave it so much that at some point I didn't get enough sleep. And I was very young back then. I'm still young, but back then I was 19 years old. And at some point I thought I need to change something. I knew that I had to change something back then. And I knew that I have to open myself to other opportunities. I need to start looking around. And 15 years ago, someone told me about this opportunity on social media. Back then, I already knew, however, that everyone needs a plan B. When I started having problems with my health because of working too much, I realized that no job is really 100% secure and safe. So I took this other opportunity with Forever as plan B, and I turned it into my plan A. What I can tell you is that we are really in an entrepreneurial paradise here. It is a real entrepreneurial paradise for several reasons. The question is, what is this company behind this opportunity? The opportunity that enables you to be free and independent. And there's only one word for it. It's called Forever. Forever is the company that makes it possible. It makes it possible for every one of us to reach our goals and dreams in the future. It was founded in 1978 in the USA. And it's also a family company.
Ist leider letztes Jahr.
The founder, Rex Mohn, unfortunately died last year. But the next generation already took over. Right now, the company is being led by his son, Greg Mohn. The company is accredited and allowed and registered in over 116 countries. It means that you can pack your own business into a suitcase and you can travel to one of these countries to work from there. It has always been my dream to show the world to my children and to work from the nicest places in the world. We have our products are of leading quality, of highest quality. So we are a real high quality company, and we are a leading global brand in our industry. As I was starting back then, I was thinking about how do I implement everything, how do I make it work? And here you really have a 100% guarantee for success. Back then I was really open and I was really willing to learn, to absorb all the things. And what it is that you can start risk-free. You can start part-time with only 5 to 10 hours per week. And it was not possible in any other way for me back then because I had my full-time job as well. So I really used my free time, the time I had on the side to try this business out. I started with a small initial investment, 250, between 250 and 450 euros, when my father heard about this, he was very surprised because, as we knew, if you want to start your own business, such as a hair salon, for example, or a nail studio, you need to go to a bank and loan quite a high amount of money, quite a large amount of money as an initial investment to start something and see if it works. So here the initial investment is very, very low. There are no fixed costs. You are free to manage your time, and 90% of it happens online. Means I have 2 children, for example, so I really value having the time, free time to spend with them, and it's really golden for me to be able to work online and spend time with those with the people I love. From additional income to financial independence, it means that depending on how much you make, it can supplement your main income, or you can also have the amount of income that changes your life. And it's virtually uncapped. It's really up to you to decide. You don't need an office, you don't need staff, you don't need employees. Because I learned it myself when I had employees in my previous job. Often they would be out, for example, or sick or on vacation, and you're really dependent on them. So it's a huge advantage to not have any employees. Right now we are over 8 million business partners worldwide. You can earn money with us day after day and trust in this globally unique business model. All you need is a smartphone and a tablet. That's all that's necessary. That's the only thing you need to be successful and to offer those future-oriented, progressive products. And we will talk about them later in more detail. But they are unique and trend-setting products for health and fitness and for well-being and for long life. And you know how long you need to study to start earning something. I don't know, many people study for many, many years before they start working and making some money. And even the money they start making is not even that high. So here you can determine the amount for yourself, and you don't need any long studies or long education to start earning. And we are inviting you to this entrepreneurial paradise. As I told you, 90% of it is done online. So just imagine how this would change your life if you could only take your tablet and take your phone, and you could say, I'm going now for 2 months to the Caribbean, or I'm going to Spain for 3 weeks, when in Germany there's bad weather in Germany. And yeah, I just feel better. I feel so much better when I open my curtains in the morning and I see bright sunshine. I just feel so much happier. So why not take this possibility to live wherever in the world, wherever you want in the world, and to enjoy life in that part of the world. And of course, we need contact with people. So of course, we have meetings. We build friendships. Um, as you can see, you will also meet like-minded people. You will meet people who think like you. They will have similar goals and similar worldviews, and they will never tell you, no, you will never have a car like this or a house like this. No, they go in the similar direction. They have similar goals. They think big, and that motivates one so much every day. So your future can start today already, and you can decide today to live your dream life. And we have time for you, and also we have time for ourselves and for our children to build our business while they are in school. I would say so many relationships, they fail because of either not having enough time for each other, or because of money problems, because of financial problems. And so this is the opportunity for you to avoid these difficulties. So in the next part, we will talk about more very important things. So I'm thanking you for your attention, and I'm giving the stage back to Claudia. Okay, thank you, Dominique. Thank you very much. In the next part of our presentation, we will talk about how is it practically possible to earn so much money with this opportunity. And I have two amazing people here with us, Mariola and Christian Heider, who were previously employed as well. And right now they are the second most successful business partners in Germany. And they were able to build up a solid 5-digit monthly income with us. They immigrated, they recently moved to Dubai, and they will tell us a couple of words about how to use this possibility, and they are using this possibility and traveling the world. So let's welcome them here, Mariola and Christian Heider. Thank you very much, Claudia. Hello, everyone. Today from Barcelona, from Spain. In our part, we will talk about earning possibilities, and I'd like to introduce myself first. When I was 18 years old, I moved to Germany from Poland, and I didn't even speak German very well, but I had big dreams, and I was working very, very hard. I had 4 jobs, and my income still was only just okay. And when you are stuck in this rat race of life, you don't even notice it until I started getting health problems as well. And I was employed, and everything continued as it was. And I thought for myself, is this everything for you? Is this it? And a friend of mine told me about this opportunity, and I started having these typical stereotypes about it, of course, as well. And thank God my husband was open to this possibility, and he encouraged me to go to an event that took place close to us. And the only question I asked myself is, what if this is possible? What if it, just if it is possible, how would your life change? How would my life change? And after 2 years with this business, I was able to leave the rat race and leave my employment, leave my job, and not having to wake up to the alarm clock anymore. And I didn't have to beg for vacation, beg my boss for vacation anymore. And I didn't have to stay be stuck in a traffic jam anymore. Only freedom, and that's how it felt, pure freedom. This is how I felt, and I have to tell you, this is the best entrepreneurial and business decision I've made in my life. And of course, we enjoyed very much. We also enjoy our 5-digit monthly income because here it really doesn't matter what language you speak and where you're coming from. Everyone has the same chances, the same opportunities here. And the question is really not if you can, the question is if you really want, if you wanted. And now I give the word to Christian. Yes, I also come from being employed. I have been employed previously, and I was really successful, but we had several. I had several challenges in my life. First of all, I was stuck in this rat race of working a lot, and my income was capped. It was clear that with time I had to take over more responsibilities to be able to earn a little bit more, but it was nowhere near the amount that I really wanted to earn. And it became clear to me that I need to change something radically. I need to make a big decision. And now looking back, I see that this was one of the best decisions we've made. I only had 30 days vacation per year. I had to beg for my vacation days. And I was also not free to decide when I take my vacation. I was always pushed into this gap when someone else was not working or could work for me. And the life we live now is very different. We can work from anywhere. We love to travel. We enjoy our passive income. We enjoy our financial freedoms and opportunities. You see us on in Bali with our son in the lower picture. In the center, you see us in Spain. So the question is, how did this all become possible? And I invite you to take a close look at this because our presentation is built upon this. It's built upon presenting passive income to you. So passive income is the high class here, and it really is the most secure currency of the future. But I would like to explain shortly what the difference is between active and passive income. Active income is the reimbursement of money for the activity of a person who in return spends a certain amount of time or personal effort. Classically, this is income as an employee. So this was a classic case. This was my case. My responsibilities grew from year to year. They grew every year, but my income was capped without any opportunity, without any possibility to increase it. My income was very limited. So the opposite of that is passive income. Passive income is the counterpart or the opposite to active income. In order to generate income passively, no direct consideration has to be paid within a time-defined framework. Popular examples of passive income are rental income, gains from stocks and other securities, online advertising, and so on. So you don't need to actively work anymore. You can be on vacation, and it doesn't matter if you are on vacation or if you are spending time with your loved ones, you are still receiving your income. So the question is, why can we earn so much money? And the answer is because we have a shortened distribution channel, and our distribution channel or path is better and different than anywhere else. For example, you can see that there is a manufacturer. It goes to a wholesaler, and then you need to advertise it, and then you go to a retailer, and then it goes to the end user. So a lot of football stars are paid, huge advertisement money is paid for ads, and only then can the product reach the end customer. And everything is different with us. On the one hand, we have a manufacturer, we have you as a business partner, and we have the end user. Because so we are saving on the most important part, on the most important block of the block of this path, the advertisement and the retailers. So this is one thing, and then there is another thing, which is even better, and namely that's the multiplication of your working time. And that's really that was my question. That's what I was have been wondering. How can I multiply myself? How can I how can I separate myself into several people who work at the same time? And this is what you can do here. So you will work a certain amount of time and you will receive passive income for many more hours. So we will give you an example of a Coca-Cola, for example. So even though Coca-Cola doesn't really fit into our health health-oriented concept, just imagine how many people drink Coca-Cola every day, every second. So imagine if you could participate in Coca-Cola, in every Coca-Cola sale of every can with 1 cent. 1 cent of it went to you. Just imagine how this would impact you and your family in all the future generations. Just imagine you are here in the middle, and you start just like us 7.5 years ago. And then you can invest, at this point you can invest maybe between 5 and 9 hours per week. You start speaking with people who think alike, people who want to change something, people who are like-minded to you. And all these people have a different amount of time that they can invest as well into this business. And each of them invests, one of them invests 5 hours, one of them 8, and they keep talking to other people as well. They keep bringing in new partners. And you participate in their work, so their working time is turned into your working time as well. And just imagine in a traditional model, when you have more employees, your costs rise, your costs grow because you have to maintain the office and the different premises. But here it's the opposite. Here, if you grow your network, you have no costs at all. And another way in which we are better and different than others is that we have 2 possibilities and 2 ways for you to earn money and to generate income streams. So first of all, you can earn by building team partners. And you can participate in this business. So you can also participate in what they do. So you can get a share of what they do. Just imagine your potential in only German-speaking countries is unbelievable. And think bigger, think about the whole world. The infrastructure is much bigger, so it encompasses the whole world. So you really would be able to build a system and a network that embraces the whole world. And otherwise, we have a very smart, very intelligent compensation plan. It really is the best in the industry. This plan consists of steps and levels. And we know it because we know that we were not always fairly paid, because we know that in our previous careers, we know that people were not always fairly paid, and those who did more, they were not always paid accordingly, and they were paid much less than someone else who did much less. And here, this compensation plan is the best because it's oriented directly on your on how much you do and how much you achieve. You are rewarded accordingly to your achievement. At the supervisor level, you can be earning between 300 and 500 euros per month. And as we mentioned, 99% of people, 99% of people are doing this part-time or are working with this business part-time. But just imagine how many people you know for whom 500 euros per month in addition would be such a blessing. The next step is assistant manager. And then the main step for you to reach is manager. We reached this level in 4 months, and we had an additional income of 2,000 euros per month in addition to our main income. So it really is up to you. It's in your hands to use this opportunity. Everything is open. This is the second compensation plan, and it is the best in the industry, because here you can determine your yearly income yourself. Here you don't have any caps, you don't have any limitations here. Once you reach the manager level, that's where you really press gas. This is where you really can start off and you can also reach millions per year. And it continues, because the question is, how much Christmas bonus do you get? How much is the bonus in your company? How much is the bonus that you receive in your company every winter or every Christmas? As you can see here, very often, how many times have you heard that the business didn't go so well, and you will not be getting any Christmas bonus? And how many times were these bonuses not paid out? And here you have the opportunity to get your 13th month's income, to determine it yourself. And you can earn it. You can earn it yourself. You can earn your 13th month's income bonus every year. And maybe right now you think, okay, this is simply unbeatable. But here comes something else, because with us everything is different and better than anywhere else. Because here everything is possible suddenly, everything becomes possible. You can also earn your dream car. You can earn up to 9,600 euros per year for the purchase of the car of your choice. Uh, you can also use this money for also for, not for a car, but for something else. Of course, we used it for a uh, trailer, for example, to be able to be on the road and to travel across European countries together. You can also get an opportunity to travel the world and receive 2 exciting destinations per year, stay in the best luxury hotels, and uh, some good pocket money. And we traveled so much. We've been to Abu Dhabi, and we've been to America, and we've been to Thailand, and we are soon going to Mexico. And we really use this opportunity to travel. But of course, the question is, what is the use of all this financial freedom if you cannot really enjoy it? And our concept, our whole strategy here is that you um, are able to build this supplemental income with great products. So first of all, we are the most innovative company in the largest growth market. We are the world's largest grower of the purest aloe vera, and we are also the world's largest beekeeper. Our products are approved in over 160 countries around the world. So that means that if you want to start your business in a different country, you don't need to worry about how to formalize it, how to organize. Everything is already allowed. So for your fitness, for your health, for your well-being, today is the day to start, and you'll be amazed at what you are truly capable of. And I know that the question you're asking yourself right now is, will it work for me? Because very often we've asked ourselves that, and I want to tell you, it will work for you. You will get everything you need handed to you. You will have all the resources, and here on this picture you see some colleagues. You see it doesn't matter where they are coming from, it doesn't matter what age you are or where you worked before. And we invited 2 success stories to us today. We would like to invite Selina to share her experience with us.
Schön, dass du da bist. Ja, ich stelle mich kurz vor. Mein Name
Yes, hello for the invitation. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. I'm happy to be here. I am 49 years old, and I've been self-employed for a very long time as a business coach, as a nutrition advisor, and I had really big dreams, and I dreamed very big. But I also noticed that when I was self-employed, obviously when I was my own boss, I quickly noticed that I am completely dependent. I'm completely dependent on my own work and on my own working hours. So being able to go on vacation, for example, or not working, or taking a sick leave, taking a couple of days off, that of course cost me money, because as soon as I started working, my income stopped as well. So this was my plan A, and I was very disappointed and I was very upset to understand that, and a bit sad, because I could not afford being sick, for example, or taking some time off at the hospital. And I understood that this cannot continue like this. It just cannot go on like this. So I looked into this. I've been looking into this before, and since 2018, about 4 years ago, almost exactly, I decided to try. And as soon as I heard about this opportunity, I became excited about it right away, because I saw that here I can, in fact, duplicate my time. I can multiply my working time thanks to the system of building this business network. And I decided to start this journey, to start this adventure. And not only did it work for me, but within a very short time, I was able to build up a 4-digit income within a couple of months. That, of course, also stabilized itself within the next months and later of time. But also just being able to demonstrate this vision to other people and having them support me, supporting them, being able to support other people and introduce them to this business. Of course, also reaching not only a not only 4, but a 5-digit income per month meant so much to me. And I, was able as well to have an experience in Abu Dhabi. And I also qualified for this car program, car subsidy. And that was one of my dreams that became true. So it's not only just a possibility for me to enjoy, to live this freedom that I always aspired for. Like, for example, yesterday when my family was there, being able to take the time to take the time for my nephew, for example, for my small nephew, when he was spontaneously visiting me, being able to take this time. I want to support others on this path and inspire you and support you and encourage you to continue on this path. And I wish that you made a great decision. And to continue with this wonderful partner, wonderful opportunity. Thank you, Celine. Thank you so much. We will now continue to Sabine and Marcus. Let's see if we can hear you. Yes. Yes, okay. Good evening, everyone. Also from us. We are Sabine and Marcus Baumel. We discovered Forever about 8 years ago, and our life really changed very positively, because our life looked very, very different before that. We found our colleagues by coincidence, by accident. I was self-employed as well. I had my own little beauty salon with several employees. And we actually, we really confused entrepreneurship with self-employment. We confused it really. It was a very big confusion that we had, because, as I said, yes, it's just it was really different from what we imagined. And so at some point when you are in your mid-40s, you discover that, you realize that, and you think, well, is this it for me? And yes,
die Hand zu nehmen, um unser Geschäft zu erweitern und am Ende dann doch weniger Zeit zu haben. Und Und als wir das Geschäft von Forever Living kennengelernt haben, haben wir uns Gott sei Dank anders entschieden, haben uns gegen eine hohe Investition entschieden.
So we were actually ready back then to go all in. We were ready to invest so much money, hundreds of thousands of euros, to build another branch for Sabine, to build up other offices. But then, after learning about Forever Living products, we decided to not take that route and to try this different path without this high investment. And it turned out to exceed our expectations, to exceed our hopes. So now we are living this reality, and when we hear I don't have time, we have full understanding for that. But however, this is a matter of a personal decision. So this really is a matter of you making the time of taking this decision and committing to it. And it's about really, breaking out of your habits, changing your habits, trying something new, trusting into something new. And this is what we did. We started participating in events and trips, and we started sharing about this opportunity with other people. And from every trip, from every encounter, new opportunities emerged. And yes, this was our experience. And now, many years later, our life looks exactly the way we always imagined it or wanted to imagine it. We closed our business in Sabina's office. We no longer have 14 members of staff. We moved to Dubai and we travel a lot, and we have a lot of time to spend together, and we enjoy ourselves. And our business is scalable, so we can grow it as much as we like. We don't see any limits for that. That's why we love Forever. That's why we love this opportunity. And so our advice to everyone who is self-employed right now: be courageous, be bold, and trust yourself. Trust the opportunity, trust the chance, and no matter what your motivation is, to discover the world, to secure your retirement and pension, to have supplemental income, it doesn't matter, just go for it. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for your fantastic experiences, and have a great trip. Yeah, so also from our side, this was, as we said, the best entrepreneurial decision that we've ever made, and I'm passing the word back to our moderator, to Claudia. Okay, thank you very much. So now we are coming to the last part of our today's presentation, to our today's event. And our last part is called "Why is right now the right moment? Why is now the right time to start to try this opportunity, to try this possibility?" And we are now giving the stage to Phil Ritter, who is my partner. He's been with Forever since 2002. He grew up with Forever, and he is the youngest diamond manager worldwide. He's number one in Switzerland. He grew up with Forever in the last 20 years. He's worldwide in the top 5 at Forever. So now, huge applause for Phil Ritter. Yes, welcome. Thank you for being here. It's so nice to see you. Good evening, everyone. We are so happy to see you here, to feel your energy soaking in all of this important information. As Claudia mentioned, I've been with this company for over 20 years, and I can only sign everything that's been said and emphasize it and support it, of course, because of course, as you know, the tendencies in our today's world are digitalization, everything going online, everything going digital, and just that's on the one hand. On the last in the last 2 to 3 years, I can see clearly how our business has been growing, and I myself come from sports. I come from professional sports. I used to be a professional football player, and I traveled a lot, and I gave it my everything, and I never really had a plan B. I trusted my plan A so much, and I trusted my passion so much, and I have been training. I trusted my passion so much, and I've been training with the Bundesliga to be able to play professionally until I started having health problems, and I was forced to open myself to other opportunities and other possibilities. And I really felt like the carpet was pulled from under my feet, and yes, started looking, and I don't know if you had this feeling when you um, just don't know what to do next, and you don't know what's next for you. You don't know how how you can continue and what you should do. And I had a person close to me who knew me very well back then, and he said, "I might have something for you." And that's when I've listened to this presentation for the first time, and I have to tell you, I've listened to it, and I soaked this information in like a sponge, and I didn't really know what to make of it. I was hoping that it works. I didn't, believing it. It's something different. So on the one hand, I've already heard so many stories about it, and I thought, okay, what would change in my life if I only said yes? If I said yes, and if I decided to make the first step, what would change in my life? And I decided that doing it halfway would also not work. If you stay on only one part of the skis, you cannot know how you will not be able to ski. So I decided to go all in for a limited amount of time. And when I was 18, my first income was 2,000 euros. And then, of course, as I was 18, that was a lot for me. It seemed like a lot to me. And what motivates me daily is giving hope to so many people, because we know exactly how this concept works. And I know so many people are out there who are looking for this opportunity, and we are inviting you to guide you, to take you by the hand, and to guide you to success, to guide you to the change. And this is what I've been able to build in the last 20 years. I received the opportunity to work everywhere in the world, from anywhere. And I just want to give you an insight into what's possible. And for us, the most important thing is to support you, to support your dreams on your way to success. So the question is, what is the catch? What is the catch here? And
drei bis 6 Monate zu gehen. Und in diesen 3 bis 6 Monaten habe ich einfach gemerkt, dass es so toll ist, was für Menschen und mit Menschen aufzubauen.
what I decided to do is I decided to observe, to look at the people. I decided to give it 3 months, and to allow other people who I was observing to lead me and to guide me. I decided to allow them to show me and to invite me into their world and to show me what's possible. And so from that, something really huge was created and grew, something that I never imagined. And this is really something that you can decide for yourself as well, to start your journey on this new path. So your start with her, how does it work? You will have no purchase obligation when you start. It's a risk-free entry. You would fill out the FBO form. It of course makes sense to try the trial package, the starter package. It's created with the purest aloe vera extract, and it's the absolute leader on the market. It's I can really recommend it to you, really highly. These products are of highest class, of highest quality, and our forever train is definitely going. And I also advise you to fight your fear, to ignore your fear, and to conquer your fear. Because I think all of us have a lot of fear of being great, becoming great, of how great we can become. I would like to show you a short video of Will Smith about this.
You know, you take a drink with your friends, and somebody says, "Yeah, we should go skydiving tomorrow." And you go, "Yeah, we'll go skydiving tomorrow." Yeah, and you go, "Yeah," and everybody goes, "Yeah." So then that night you're laying in your bed and you just keep, and you're terrified. You keep imagining over and over again jumping out of an airplane. You can't figure out why you would do that, right? So you wake up the next day and you go, down and you say where you were going to meet, and everybody's there. You're like, "Oh shit." So you get in the van and you don't know that your friends had the same night that you had, because they're pretending like they did, and your stomach is terrible. You can't eat and everything, but you don't want to be the only punk who doesn't jump out of this airplane. So you fly and you go up to 14,000 feet, and somebody opens the door, and in that moment you realize you've never been in a freaking airplane with the door open, and you're looking out down to death. And they say, "On 3," and they say, "1, 2," and he pushes you on 2 because people grab on 3, and you go, and you fall out of the airplane, and in 1 second, you realize that it's the most blissful experience of your life. There's zero fear. You realize that the point of maximum danger is the point of minimum fear. It's bliss. The lesson for me was, why were you scared in your bed the night before? What do you need that fear for? There's actually no reason to be scared. It only just ruins your day. God placed the best things in life on the other side of terror. On the other side of your maximum fear are all of the best things in life.
Ja, für mich immer wieder Gänsehautfeeling.
Recording in progress.
Immer wieder Gänsehautfeeling, wenn ich diesen Video sehe. Und genau so ist es. Und ich Ich habe
Yes, this video always gives me shivers. This video has such an effect on me every time. And I've also jumped out of an airplane with a parachute, and the feeling is exactly the same as Will Smith described. Now I have to just shortly wait for the presentation to come back. But if you think about what older people regret in the end of their life, and what they regret is not what they did, but what they didn't do. And this opportunity is unique, and it's one of its kind. So I encourage you to contact your host, someone who invited you to participate tonight, and as soon as you can to to contact them to find out more and to start realizing your potential. Now I'm passing the word back to Claudia.
Nimm diese Chance wahr.
Yes, so we are now at the end. Thank you very much for participating. I encourage you to think about this opportunity. I can tell you that I was also pretty unsure in the beginning, and I was hesitant. I was hesitant to embark on this new path, and I told myself I have nothing to lose. And of course, we have another Vision Day coming up at the same time on June 24th at 7:30 p.m. This is our next Vision Day. Just think about another person. Think about someone. Think of someone who you would like to share this opportunity with. Think about someone who you would like to invite to the next Vision Day. So now remember to speak to the person who invited you here tonight. Bombard them with questions, ask them questions, be curious, and we thank you for being here with us tonight. And I hope that you learned something very important for you, and if you didn't have enough, if you didn't get enough, a big enough charge of motivation, please stick around for a short video, and have a nice evening, and see you next time.